Hi everyone, hope you're all well. Welcome back to my channel, Warren's Team Talk. I hope you're all really well today and having a great day. I'm fine. I'm having, I'm in the process of getting my Wi-Fi issues sorted out. Hopefully by tomorrow, it should be okay. The engineer came out this morning, and he needed to accelerate it the issue up to somebody else. So let's see what happens tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow it all gets sorted out, but you never know really what's going to happen, do you? So anyway, so what I'm going to do today, I'm going to look at some of the sports news that is hitting the headlines, and we'll see how we get on. So let's get started. So the first thing I want to talk about is the Wanda Diamond League, which started yesterday. I managed to watch a little bit of it, not much, I have to be honest. I saw some of the high jumping, and I saw a bit of the 5,000 meters, which was quite cool. But what I'm going to do, I want to just go through some of the results from the Diamond League final. So let's do that. Let me just bring up the website. Okay, so here we go. Here it is. So here we've got the results from the Diamond League. The 5,000 meters results. I'm just going to go through the first. I'm going to talk about the first three. So, in first place, we had Berahu. I hope I'm not butchering his name, by the way. We had Berahu Arigwari, and then second with a time of 12:58.65. And in second place, we had Behahanu Barlaway with a time of 13:01.27. And in third place, we had Jakob Knopp with a time of 13:01.81. So very close battle there for second and third place by the looks of it. So, yeah, let's go on to the next event, which was the long jump. Now, this was the women's long jump, and that was won by a lady by the name of Ivana Spanovic, and she jumped a distance of 6.96 meters, which is, that's like more or less, that's 7 meters. So that would be 1, 2, 3. It's over like 3.5 times the length of 3 men. Yeah, sort of the length of 3.5 men, like laid down head to toe, which is a bit mad, really, when you think about it, isn't it? And then second place, we had Kadadi Sagnia, who jumped 6.83 meters. And then third place, we had Marana Bech, who jumped 6.75, and she narrowly edged out Britain's Yasmin Sawyers, who jumped 6.74 meters. So, yeah, well done to Yasmin, but unfortunately she had just missed out by the slimmest of margins by the looks of it. And then in the men's long jump, that was won by Tobias Nilsson Montier. He jumped a distance of 8.17 meters. And then in second place was Stefan McCartier, who jumped 8.14 meters. And in third place was Rashwal Samai. I think that's how you say his name. I'm not sure. And he jumped 7.99 meters. And then in fourth place, Simon think that's a hammer. Yep. Who jumped 7.94 meters. So yeah, that looks like a very competitive event, to be honest. And then the women's high jump final. Now I saw some of this, and it looked really impressive. And we saw Maria Lasistkenyene. Sorry about that. My phone's just going off. Maria Lasistkenyene, who jumped 2.05 meters, and then Yaroslava Mahushki, I'm not sure, I'm really butchered that name, I'm sure I have. She jumped 2.03 meters, and third place was Nicola McDermott with a height of 2.01 meters, and then fourth place was Irana Gerashenko with 1.96 meters. Now, one of these ladies, I remember yesterday, she looked like she had a blue stripe running down the back of her leg. Now, I've got no idea what that was all about. So if anyone knows, please let me know in the comments what all that was about, because I'm really curious as to find out what that was all about, to be quite honest. And then, yeah, the women's 5,000 meters final was won by Francine Neon Saba with a time of 14.2898. Second was Helen Oceano Aubery in 14.2968. And third was Egi Yakihe Taye in 14.3030. And then the shot put, the women's shot put, was won by Magdalene Ewan with a distance of 19.41. Second place was Oloye Dogmo Mekaman with a distance of 18.86. Third place was Fanny Ruse, and a distance of 18.75. And fourth place was Chase Ely, the distance of 18.49. So yeah, that looks very competitive as well. A lot of these events have been really competitive, to be honest. And then the men's shot put final saw Ryan Crosser win with a distance of 22.67. Second place was Joe Kovacs with a distance of 22.29. Third place was Armin Sinasenchevich with a distance of 21.86. And fourth place was Thomas Walsh with a distance of 21.61. So yeah, it looks like they had a really competitive day yesterday. They're going again today, so it should be quite exciting, really. So don't forget to tune in. You can find it on BBC Two, I think it is, and the BBC iPlayer and the BBC Sports app. So yeah, well worth having a look, to be quite honest. So yeah, let's move on to the next thing. So the next one I want to talk about is the next one I want to talk about is Emma Raducanu, the British girl. She's a young teenage girl. I think she's either 18 or 19. and she's reached the semi-finals of the US Open. And yeah, everyone here in the UK, if you're not from the UK, everyone's going crazy about it, and rightly so. It's a fantastic achievement, and she's doing herself really proud, and looks like she's having a great time. So fair play to her, and she's going to be in the semi-finals. She's going to be facing up against the Greek 17th seed, Maria Sakkaraeva, and that will be kicking off on Friday at 2 a.m. British Standard Time. So for those of you who are big tennis fans, you know, it might be worth working if you haven't got to go to work or school the next day or college the next day. Maybe worth getting up and seeing if you can watch it on TV, because yeah, it's a fantastic achievement, and she's one step away from reaching the final. And my God, if she wins this tournament, it will be absolutely fantastic. It really will. So God bless her, and I hope she does well and that she continues to enjoy herself. She was talking on I heard an interview with her on the radio this morning, and she was saying about how she booked flights home for herself after the qualifying tournament had finished a couple of weeks ago. Excuse me. And yeah, so she's got to try and sort out some flights now, because she's sort of not, say the word overstay her welcome. You can't say that, but she's done so well. She's going to have to sort all that out. And her take on it was, well, it's a nice problem to have, isn't it? It's the best way to look at it. So well done to her. Good luck to her. I'll be hoping and praying that she does well, and this roller coaster continues on, and that she just does herself proud, really, because she has so far. Okay, so the next story, I want to go through the FIFA World Cup 2022 qualifiers, the European qualifiers for the FIFA World Cup next year in Qatar. So let's have a look and see how the groups are standing now after the latest results from the World Cup. So what we're going to do, I am going to stop that share, and I'm going to do another one. So right, so here we are. Yeah, so let's just go through the groups and see how they're standing. So the first group is Portugal, Serbia, Luxembourg, Republic of Ireland, and Azerbaijan. There's 5 teams in that group, meaning that they're all going to play 8 games, which means that the most that any of them need to play, any extra games they need to play, will be Luxembourg, who've got 4 games left. The rest of them have got 3 games left. But it looks pretty clear to me that it's likely to be Portugal and Serbia who qualify to the final or get a place in the playoffs. Serbia, it's just going to be between Portugal and Serbia to see who qualifies directly and who goes as into the playoffs. But let's see what happens. I don't think any of the other teams are going to be able to pull it round now at this stage. They might do, but it looks unlikely, doesn't it? So the next group has got Spain, Sweden, Greece, Kosovo, and Georgia. Again, this is another group with a maximum of 8 games, and Spain have got 2 games left. Sweden have got 4, Greece have got 4, Kosovo have got 3, and Georgia have got 3. So, looking at it, you'd probably say that at this stage, it looks likely that it's going to be Spain and Sweden are going to progress, but it's not beyond the realms of possibility that Greece might be able to pull something out of the bag and upset the apple cart there a little bit. But they'd have to go some to do that, to be quite honest. But they're a difficult side to beat. And, particularly when they're playing at home, can be quite a hostile environment in which to play in. The next group sees Italy, again, another Italy's group, which has got 5 teams in it, which means that none of them they're all going to have to play 8 games. And Italy look well on course to qualify from that group, and look like they're actually going to win the group as well, to be quite honest. And from looking at it, it looks like it's going to be a battle between Switzerland, Northern Ireland, and Bulgaria for the second spot. Probably the favourites for that second spot will be Switzerland, but hopefully Northern Ireland, from a UK perspective, which is where I am based, will manage to get the spot for the playoffs. But let's see what happens. It could be interesting anyway, that's for sure. So hold on just a sec. So the next group is France's group. Again, another 8-game group, and in this group, it looks like France have got that group pretty much sewn up. They're 7 points clear of second place Ukraine with a game in hand. Sorry, with having played a game more, but it looks like it's going to be a dogfight between Ukraine and Finland for a place in the playoffs. But Finland have got a game in hand, so it could be that Finland pip Ukraine to the post for the playoff spot. But you never really know. Bosnia and Herzegovina, they might make a late surge as well. But their form will have to pick up a bit, because looking at this table, it looks like they've not won a game for a while. So, yeah, it could be a bit tricky for them. Next group is Belgium, the Czech Republic, Wales, Belarus, and Estonia. And Belgium look like odds on to qualify from this group. They're 9 points clear. Although they have played a game more than the Czech Republic in second, and 2 more than Wales in third, but they've only dropped 2 points so far. So you can't really see them, and particularly with the team and squad they've got, you can't really see them messing that up. So it looks like it's going to be a straight battle between the Czech Republic and Wales for a place in the playoffs. And as with Northern Ireland, because I'm from the UK, hopefully Wales can do the business and get that playoff spot. Now, the next group: Denmark, Scotland, Israel, Austria, Faroe Islands, and Moldova. So, Denmark so far have won every game they've played. And this group is one that's going to be a 10-game group. So what I mean by that is each team needs to play 10 games. But Denmark, they've won every game they've played. They haven't even conceded a goal yet. So it looks pretty clear to me that Denmark are going to win this group. It is now down to who is going to come second, and being the proud Scot that I am, I'm hoping that Scotland will go through. We had a good win the other night against Austria, in Austria, and before that beat Moldova comfortably at home, by 1-0, even though maybe some people will say, well, it was only 1-0, what are you talking about? But it was a comfortable win. There's just the same problem as it's been for many years. It's, getting a world-class striker. If they had a world-class striker up front, we'd be much more of a threat, I believe. But unfortunately, we haven't. So we've got some good players in the team. And, the likes of John McGinn, Kieran Tierney, Robertson. I was very impressed with Hanley at the back as well. I thought he had a good game. So, yeah, there's some good players. And, the young lad, he's on loan at Norwich from Chelsea. He had a great game as well. So hopefully there's an important game coming up against Israel soon. If we can win that one, then I think that'll give us a massive step towards reaching the playoffs. And you never know, maybe we could get to the World Cup finals for the first time since 98, I think it was, 1998 in France. Okay, so moving on to the next group. Netherlands, that's another 10-game group, and it's got Netherlands, Norway, Turkey, Montenegro, Latvia, and Gibraltar. And this looks a very interesting group, to be quite honest. Looks like Netherlands and Norway are battling it out at the top of the table. And almost got an identical record, except for the Netherlands have scored far more goals than Norway have, almost double the amount of goals. But and then in third place, just 2 points behind, are Turkey. So, it could be an intriguing battle. And then in fourth place, you got Montenegro with 8 points. So, yeah, that group looks really, really interesting, really tight. It's very difficult to say who's going to win that group and who's going to be in the playoffs. But, yeah, it's difficult. It's a difficult one. And then the next group, another 10-game group, sees Croatia, Russia battling it out at the top of the group. And then just behind them, Slovakia. There's also in that group, you've also got Slovenia, Malta, and Cyprus. And it's difficult to say who's going to win that group. There's a bit of a dogfight there between Croatia and Russia. I don't know what the remaining fixtures are, as I don't with the Netherlands and Norway in their group. But you'd probably think that it will be Croatia and Russia that will make it through to the finals, or make it through to direct qualification for the finals, and the other one into the playoffs. But Slovakia probably still have something to say about it. They're only 4 points behind the other two. So, yeah, could be interesting. And then we come to England's group. Now, England, they've had an almost perfect qualifying record. Like Denmark, they up until last night, they'd won every game and hardly conceded a goal. They drew last night 1-1 in Warsaw against Poland, and what I understand was quite a bad-tempered match. But yeah, they look like they're going to win the group, to be quite honest. Something really dramatically something quite dramatic would have to go wrong for them to not win the group now, I thought. Then the real battle is going to be for second place, because you've got Albania, Poland and Hungary all having played 6 games and all within 3 points of each other, or 2 points of each other. So that would be really interesting. I mean, personally, I think if I had to pick one, I'd probably pick Poland, to be honest. But I wouldn't write off Albania or Hungary's chances. They're both really good sides and they're all capable of beating each other on their day. Absolutely no question about that. And then finally, the final group is Germany, Armenia, Bosnia, North Macedonia, Iceland, and Liechtenstein. Hold on just a sec. Yeah. And again, this is another 10-team group. Germany look likely to win the group. They've had a really good qualifying campaign as well, by the looks of it. And they're about 4 points clear of second placed Armenia. They're 5 points clear of third place Romania. So you'd have to back them to qualify. The big question is going to be about who finishes second, because you've got Armenia in second, Romania in third, and North Macedonia in fourth. And there's only 2 points gap between the three of them. So that's going to get really interesting as it gets down to the end of the qualifying campaign to see which team manages to get that runners-up spot. So, yeah, that's the European World Cup qualifying campaign as it stands at the moment after all the games that have been played and this international break. So should be interesting to see what happens there, really. So let's close that down. And yeah, what do you think? What do you guys think about who's going to make it through to the World Cup from the European qualifying groups? Any comments you got about that, please put it in the comment section down below. And also about any of the other stories that we've looked at today, that would be absolutely fantastic. So let's bring that thing back up again. So any comments you got about any of the sports stories I've covered today? Emma Raducanu getting into the semi-finals at the US Open, or any about the Diamond League. I'll be really interested to see what your views are about that. Now, I just want to remind you about a excellent YouTube channel and by a guy whose handle is Old School Gunner. It's got an excellent Arsenal YouTube channel. He isn't short of content at the moment, that's for sure, with all of the shenanigans and madness that's going on at my beloved club. I'm going to put the link to his channel in the description for you. So please go and check him out and go and subscribe to his channel. He's a great guy and a very passionate Arsenal fan. So yeah, he's good. He's a good lad. And also on top of that, there's the Claude and the Bansta's channel, which is a fantastic channel in my opinion. The two guys who present it, Terry and Diesel, are opposite ends of the spectrum on the Mikel Arteta debate. You've got Diesel, who wants him out, the same as what I do, and then you've got Terry, who thinks he can't do any wrong and that he walks on water. Mad as a hatter, absolutely potty, but a lovely guy. I love them both, and their channel is amazing. So they've got some great content, and they have some really heated discussions on their channel about Mikel Arteta and about Arsenal. So yeah, go and check them out. It's great stuff, and a really great watch. So yeah, that's those guys. So yeah, that's it for today. That's all the news that I wanted to talk about. I hope you enjoyed the show. Please remember to subscribe to my channel. Please remember to put a like on the video, and please remember to share it around with other people. That would be fantastic if you could do that for me. Take care and have a great day. And I look forward to seeing you all again soon. And thanks very much for coming and checking me out. Lovely to see you all. Take care. Thank you. Bye.